The final step is you got to get shit shipped. We need to build the skill of actually just getting stuff accomplished and sending it and saying it's done. The reason I stayed so stuck for so long was I wanted everything to be perfect before I would call it done. And we've already talked through kind of those reasons why, but now we have to stop being a perfectionist and learn how to ship it. And again, this is another skill. This does not give you an excuse to half-ass anything, but for most people, I find that is not the problem. Most people are not people who half-ass stuff and then send it out. Most people are people who take a task that should take 30 minutes and spend 8 hours on it because they want it to be perfect. And that's what we're trying to get away from. So you've got to understand this. And this is, I've literally timed myself on this, taught this to employees, taught this to teams. You ought to understand 95% done is done. The last 5% of doing anything takes 10 times the effort than the entire 95% of the project. And that last 5% takes 10 times the time and effort and has about a 1% difference in the outcome. And this is really hard to grasp, like for myself when I was a perfectionist, but now I've actually built this skill up, is learning the skill of saying at 95% it's done and just letting it go out there into the world. Because I want to make everything perfect, but making it perfect, the last little bits you work on generally takes 10 times the amount of time, generally doesn't make it any better. And in a lot of times we actually, our first idea is better and we end up screwing up our ideas because we perfect it and change stuff and perfect it and change stuff and perfect it. And then all of a sudden, the first version was actually better than the 27th version that we have now gotten to that's taken all the time. And so it is building a skill of learning when it's like 95% there of saying it's done. Doing this, you literally, like, people wonder how I can get so much accomplished. It condenses time. So you can do 10 times the amount of work in the same amount of time, which means like the average person that takes them 2 months to do something, I can get that done in a week because I am condensing it down.